I wasn't gonna video this, but I'll make a little quick something. This is a Simington 450 square grinder. I'm getting ready to do some work to it. It was when I got it. It needed some stuff, and I'm gonna modify it a little bit too. Last night I pulled it apart and I shimmed this motor because this motor is a replacement motor of some kind, and it doesn't have a machine face, so it was hitting that, and it was sitting on there all crooked and weird, and one of these studs was trying to pull out of there because it wasn't in there far enough. So I put all the studs back in it, Loctited them in, shimmed the motor, and got it all back on like it's supposed to be. So should be good there. I'm gonna change some stuff. I got the arm off of it right now. There's the thrust bearing and the races for it. Hadn't really done much yet except for make this knob. I had to make a new knob, and you'll see why here in a second. Here's the old one. Need a longer one. I also got to make some new limiters for it, some stops for it. I got some stock there, threaded rod. I'll take you over here. A mill. Here's the next thing. I'm gonna slot that plate up to those marks, and then I'm gonna slot this arm. This is where that nut goes, and it holds that plate onto the other side of this arm. Actually, it just sits on there and holds like that. What I'm gonna do is slot this, and so that's why I needed a longer knob to go all the way through it. And then I'll slot this, and I'm gonna mill another slot, square nutted on the back. That way we got all kinds of adjustment this way, back and forth, and then we'll have plenty of adjustment up and down too. And I can also move the height of the wheel on the grinder, so should have all kinds of adjustment and be able to hit whatever angle we want to hit. But I'm gonna get on to doing some of this stuff, and I'll pop back in and show you a little something. Alright, got something done. Here we are. Good tight. And there's our slot. And that's that part. Now I think all I gotta do is need to cut my stops out of the threaded rod and get all that set up, and get it put back together, and start messing with some chain, I guess. Again, I do have another square grinder. This one, I'm gonna try to set this one up though to hit some different angles. The other one will hit good angles. It's just it's kind of a pain in the ass to move, to keep moving. It's a lot more complicated than this one. But I'm gonna try to set this one up to a good grind for some fast chains and just leave it. Not change it much. Maybe tweak it as the wheel wears down. So I've had this thing for a little while and never have done nothing with it. So it's about that time. I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing that stuff, and I'll show you this thing when it's fully put together. See you in a flash. Alright, here it is all back together. New limits on it. With wing nuts, stop it because they seem to vibrate a little bit. There's the chain. Chain I'm gonna grind anyway. I hadn't fully got it adjusted yet, but it's roughed in. So you can see it's back together and complete. I'm not gonna put any cutting videos on here, but I think tomorrow I should be able to get some videos in of this chain before I sharpen it with this. Hopefully. A little before and after. This chain's brand new. It's took like 2 cuts. Stock, out of the box, EXL, 16-inch, 60 driver. I got a tip hanging down on the end of it just to weight it down. But yeah, anyway, I think that's going to be the end of this video, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.